the green light. Here we go. So for the hiccup there, what I did is I turned my computer off. I put it in the fridge. Seriously, I put it in the fridge and I've got it on a little plate underneath here and it's not too hot. And I've got the screen dimmed down. So maybe the computer's getting too hot. Let's get the questions back going on again. For fuck's sake, where is he? I'm back. I'm back. I just went to your mum's place. Gary, can I make a new banner? Someone wants to make Gary a new banner. How do we feel about the Hodge twins? Full natty bra. They're good. They're just guys who are, they want to make some money. They've got kids and family to provide for, and they're like, let's get on the fake natty wagon and let's be funny and good dynamic. They don't need to get on the gear because they work well together. I tried the Wim Hof method. I believe he's full natty bra. I mean, why would someone not take something to help their performance at go next level when they're based on their performance? I'm not basing my performance. Whether or not I use EPO or whatever, it doesn't matter. Not that I ever have. But I don't need to use EPO because I can turn the absolute noob into a better cyclist and help him lose weight. Just from my advice, not from how much watts per kilo I can put out. If it's 5 watts per kilo or 6 watts per kilo, the average noob doesn't give a fuck. All they want to do is lose weight, and I can help them do that. So my performances don't really matter as much as someone else who's more pure performance. That makes sense? Yeah, obviously there's training and there's skill and there's ability, but drugs just help. Like if I was famous for riding for 24 hours more than anyone else could do, I would be using drugs because drugs will just help you ride for 24 hours. There'd be EPO, there'd be like hardcore stimulants, there would be painkillers, there'd be cortisone, there'd be some testosterones going on. But I'm not known famous for my ability to ride 24 hours. I'm not revered for that. I can ride for 24 hours, but if you look at my distances, they're not very impressive compared to the guys who are on the gear. And that's fine. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do drugs to do crazy shit. Because all people follow my advice for is they want to have more simple lives, or they want to meet a better partner, or they want to lose some weight or get some health. And I don't need to do drugs to be able to get information to you. If that makes sense? People don't follow me because of my physique. They don't follow me because I'm winning big bike races or winning marathons or whatever. And that's lucky because I always have to fucking get on the gas to keep people's stay relevant in a competitive world. When you're information based, that's best because you don't have to do any drugs. Free 50 baht Duran in Chiang Mai. I bought a Duran the other day that's from Kenny Vegan. Kenny, I bought a 450 baht Duran the other day. Dealing with a friend group who has nothing in common with you. I don't understand what you mean by that. Dealing with a friend group that has nothing in common. I can't hang out with the people who don't. I'm just like, what? Like, I mean, I can talk with anyone, but to spend time with someone, I'm like, I'm not that lonely. I'm not that lonely. I've always got Figsy. I'm not cyber Figsy. What's my best 10K running time? On Strava, on a measured course, 34:49. Yeah, I'd have to train to get back up to that time. After I saw your video, I went and bought a Trek Monda ALR5. Do you still have yours? Thank you. I do still have mine. I've got a lot of bikes, but I definitely rate the Trek Monda ALR. Really good performance bike for so cheap, relative. How much is Duran in Chiang Mai? It depends, man. It depends. Is that miles? It depends. It is. I think it is. Hey, depends what Duran you're after. Depends what you're after. It's Japanese. Nihonjin. What's a good 5K bike sprint time? Like uphill, downhill, into the wind? What surfaces? Are you wearing a parachute? What does it mean? What does it mean? Fuck you, Durianrider. I run 10 miles a day. Well, you got to ride the bike more, my friend. Sensei Durianrider says ride your bike more. So, Defied disc. What do you recommend for a beginner? Something alloy. Hydro discs if you can afford it. Hydro discs are really good. Just get more power, especially if you're female. Hydraulic disc brakes and alloy bike. That's a pretty good setup. Can I come to Phuket one day? I've been to Phuket since 2006. I ain't got ever intentions of going back there because Chiang Mai is just so good. Do I still have the Motor Bacan? Not with me in person. That's actually, I bought that as a gift for Lex. Stay with us. And he's enjoying that right now. The Titanium Phantom 24. Good bike. Do you think Mike Arnstein will ever switch to cooked? He eats cooked vegan food. He always has, always will. No one's doing just fruit. What's your opinion of turpentine? The fuck? People are drinking turpentine? What the? Come on, man. What he's doing out there? What he's doing? Chris Guzman, natty status. He's only 166 pounds. Must be natty. Whenever that's not about the weight, it's more about how you look as well. Why wouldn't he be on the gas? Why not? Why not? Because it's illegal? Like, fuck, when I was 14, I was smoking drugs. That's illegal. Like, people are like, why not? Ask the question, why wouldn't they be? People speed. Speeding's illegal. It's illegal. So is fucking speeding. Everyone fucking speeds, man. So is running a red light. I ran a red light this morning. It was safe. I ran it. It's illegal. Anyway. Everyone's on the gas. Who's hella aesthetic, bro? Just stop asking them, asking me. I don't care if you ask me, but just yes. The answer's always yes. When you go to a Circle K, what are you finding food? What are you looking for in the labels? Is it fruit? Is it rice? Just, I'm not sure what your question is. When you go to a Circle K, supermarket, right? If in doubt, get potatoes, get corn, get fruits, get tinned fruits, and get some soy sauce, get some fucking barbecue sauce, or just get some, pasta sauce without any egg or fucking Parmesan cheese in it, and then mix it together and enjoy your food. Have some rice with some tomato sauce and stuff, just basic stuff. Put a can of beans in there, chop up some vegetables, cook them in there. Fruits. Over time, you'll find what vegan foods you like. The first week's the hardest. It's like anything in life. Like the first week of a new job is the hardest. Does it mean you quit? You go to a job and they go, I'm going to pay you $500,000 a year, and you got to do this. And you're like, oh, this is too hard. I have to quit this job. It's just, I'm putting putting screens on Garmin's. The Garmin's going to pay $500,000 a year to attach screens there for 2 hours a day. And the first day, like, oh, this is too complicated. I can't do this. You'll find a way if it means something to you. When the why is strong enough, the how comes instantly. First week of vegan life's the hardest. Push through, move on, learn. Bring your smartphone to the shopping centre. Ask questions. Why oats so cheap in Australia? Oats, we make a lot of oats because we export them to Europe and stuff for livestock feed. It's pretty crazy. Drink paraffin wax. These dumb fucks out there drinking turpentine, like, seriously, like, what the fuck are you fucking seriously fucking thinking? What next? Drinking your own piss? Eating your own shit? Like, seriously. Turpentine. Do you have any respect for your health? It doesn't sound like you do. Not getting angry, just being straight up with you. Get fucking real. Anyone who's drinking turpentine or meth or whatever. Wanker, do a bike fest in Costa Rica and a vegan house in the USA. Maybe, but probably not because Thailand's just better. The bike fest is just here, man. It's just here. Come over here, wankers. How do you stop chafing your inner thighs? Put some moisturizer on there. Maybe it's the clothing. Maybe it's the stitching. Maybe it's the saddle design. Look at those things. During want to move to LA. Freely and I were talking about it, but even Freely prefers Chiang Mai. And we got some cool connections in LA. We had an awesome time there. I have an awesome time every time I've been there. I've been to LA many times. Always have a good time there. Some really cool crew. Living there, I love staying there, but I couldn't live there. I need my nature fix, like nature. And I love the Topanga Canyon. That stuff's awesome. I just need the big trees, the big forests, the epic climbs, like at my doorstep. And that's Adelaide, that's Chiang Mai. Why do you plan on stealing the YouTube house from Steroids Turner? It's pretty obvious. Oh, whatever. Whatever. I guess that's a bit of a troll comment there, so I'll give a troll answer to that one. Sue me. That brings me to a question. Am I going to do YouTube house in Chiang Mai? Maybe, maybe not. What I am doing, where's the Patreon money going? People giving me Patreon money. Where's it going? I'm buying bicycle product for people. I got given $116 last month. Thanks for that. And we bought a helmet for Emery. I've got a video coming up. Every dollar I get from Patreon for the next 12 months is being donated back to the Vegan Foot Soldiers with physical evidence, well, video, well, the product I buy. Next up, we've got some brakes coming for Vegan Ava. Don't tell her. She already knows it probably. And we've got some brakes coming for Emery. Some 105, 5800 brakes. So every dollar I spend on Patreon, I will spend for the Vegan Foot Soldiers, who I see them every day on the mountain. I see it. They're doing good efforts. And they're not as financial as they might be in 12 months' time right now. So it's good to give a little support. It's not handouts. It's not like, oh, I'm not for you. It's more saying, hey, you're doing a good job. Here's a new helmet. Here's some new brakes, etc., etc. If I get given $20,000 a month from Patreon, I will give every fucking dollar, that $20,000 out there. And I'll document every dollar. Just so there's no confusion. Wow, there's a lot of questions coming on here. Vegan Foot Soldier. What's a Vegan Foot Soldier? I sort of stole that name from my friend Kim at North Adelaide Cycles. He always used to call me the Foot Soldier. And Kim would always help me out, with my bike stuff. Because he said, I think you're doing a good job. It's always good to see you on the road. And so it's about paying it forward. A lot of people give me a lot of good things in life. And that's why I give my time freely to a lot of people who I feel are valuing that time. Because I see they have potential and I see the importance of getting the vegan message out on YouTube. So a Vegan Foot Soldier, to me, is someone who's building their fitness, building a message on YouTube, building the community, and just an everyday nice person, not a shit cunt, not a cliquey person. Someone who will just almost talk to anyone, help themselves. Save the animals, the planet at the same time. Get the message out there. A Vegan Foot Soldier. Riding the bike, improving themselves, helping other people improve themselves, bang it out on YouTube. That's my definition of a Vegan Foot Soldier. And we want more. There's a war out there. We need more Vegan Foot Soldiers sharing the good vibes and the good stuff. Disc brakes over good gearing. You need good gearing. That's number one. And that's number one. That's a priority. Brakes. You need brakes as well, but gearing's more important. Because you've got to get up the hill before you go down it. Duran versus Harry Jones in a 5K race. I would smoke Harry Jones any day of the week in a 5K. As long as I'm on my bike and he's running. Harry's a fast motherfucker. I don't think I'll ever get to Harry's times ever. Duran's 5K PRs at 16:56 at 16:35. And it was last year in Adelaide. And there was a bit of banter going on with one of the local Adelaide runners and stuff. And we did a park run 5K and we all turned up. And it was just a bit of friendly tension on the start line. I was like, all right, let's fucking throw it down. And then I thought these guys were going to go like sub 16. I was like, oh, I'm not sure. And I let them go. And I thought, hang on, these guys are fading. I'm not sure if they were, I don't know what was going on. They weren't running as fast as I thought they were going to run. So I thought, I'm going to move up to them. So I got up to them. And then guys started getting popped off the back. And I thought, what's he doing? And I just PR'd in 16:35. Didn't even plan to. Didn't take any caffeine or any painkillers, no Astra meds. Just happened that morning. And I learned that your drive and your passion is the most powerful thing. Obviously, if you're on EPO, it helps a lot more as well. But if you don't have the drive and the passion and desire, doesn't matter what drugs you're taking, they won't really work that well. So I learned a lot in that running race. So it's always good to have a bit of banter and help you go faster. Where is a good cycling crew from Melbourne at? Why the fuck are you living in Melbourne? Get out of that shithole. Melbourne sucks. Some nice people, had some good times there. But Melbourne, it's like, fuck, leave it behind, man. Come to Radelaide or Chiang Mai. But if you, Adelaide is fuck. If I even ever had a winter in Adelaide, I'll be fine with that. Adelaide rolls, man. Eastern suburbs, Adelaide, fucking incredible. If you're living in Australia, the best place to live in Australia, in my opinion. If you want to be super fit, etc., East suburbs, Adelaide. What did I eat before the race? 5K race. Would have just had a cup of water like this, and maybe a date or two or a gel. That's it. Lightweight. It's only 5K. The Real Housewives of Melbourne, haha. Not sure what that means. Is Strava's estimated power usage accurate? It's not at all. Just if you don't have a power meter, you're not on. I've got to meet someone at 1 o'clock. If you don't have a power meter, then you need to have a power meter when you can get one. Estimated power doesn't mean shit on Strava. Accurate, inaccurate. I'm picking my nose in the live stream. See, this is the sort of stuff I can do on my normal video. I can just like itch my nose and edit it out. But on live stream, you get to see how gross I really am. So I apologize for that. On live stream, you get to see what a fucking crazy fuck I am. How to get faster at racing? Racing bikes or racing on the foot? Or racing Figsy Greyhounds? Greyhound racing got banned in New South Wales recently. Pretty fucking rad. Depends what racing you're talking about. Uphill, flat, downhill. Be more specific, please. I'm banned from BM. What does BM mean? I don't even know. Are you coming back to Adelaide for 10 and under? Yes, definitely. Be heaps of crew in Adelaide this summer. It's going to be the best summer ever. Do you miss Ted Carr? He's a good guy. Ted, where the fuck are you, bro? This has like been the best ever month in Chiang Mai history. Where were you? You would have loved it here this year, bro. Loved it. Stages, power meter, and Chinese-made CR22 batteries. I'm not sure. Should Danny Mathers be registered as a sex offender? Like that Playboy girl who sort of took a snapshot of the girl, the woman in the sauna or whatever, making fun of her. Not sex offender? No way, man. That's crazy. Like, this is it. What are we getting to, man? She fucked up. She apologized. Let's move on with our lives. But let's make some troll videos anyway. Is hiking a good way of training? Definitely. Anything that gets you out in the great outdoors. Hiking, walking, running, riding, for sure. Do you think I could still run a 2:48 marathon? I could do that. If I had a month's training, I could do that. Today, no way. Just legs would not, just the enzymes, it just would not work. It would not work. Hang on. Jeff Nelson saying he went vegan because of him and that he's the most influential vegan on YouTube. I'm not sure if someone's trolling there, trying to get me in Jeff. Jeff's a fucking awesome, legit guy. He's a legit dude, man. I enjoyed hanging out with times with Jeff. He's a go-getter, man. He's making it fucking happen, and he's fucking fit. He's a smart guy. He's a smart guy. And there's a bit of drama with the vegan couple and everyone. I think if everyone was just, had sat at the dinner table and everyone just talked openly, everything would be all good. And I think that's what happens in relationships or family or even, and the internet is that people say something, it can get taken to context or get taken the wrong way or they meant it the wrong, or just whatever. And then just things can get blown out. So I always, and I learn more and more, open communication is always the best way. And that can be really fucking hard on the internet. Because you can't see someone's like body language, or there's edits, or there's jump cuts, or there's, they don't see what you're trying to say. And then we can just sort of sit down with someone and openly communicate, look into their eyes, etc., and be present and listen to each other, give people time to speak, etc. I'm going off tangent here. Then that's when you can really, build bridges or burn bridges or just communicate. And that's what I try and do in my life, is create space for people to communicate. Even recently, someone did a video on the internet about me, and they're here in Chiang Mai, and so I wrote to them and said, hey, why not just come to me and talk to me if you've got a problem with that? I like people talk to me. I'm not going to get angry or whatever. I respect that people take time out, say, hey, Harley, can I just talk to you about something? One-on-one, face-to-face. I'm all for that. And so I said to this person, like, tell me what you're feeling. And they're like, oh, it's none of my business, really. And I'm like, well, when you make a video about me on there, put it on the internet, and then you make it part of your business. So if you have a problem with me or what you've heard or whatever, talk to me. Communicate with me. Like, oh, I don't want to do that. I'm like, no worries. At least now they know that I'm an open communicator. If you can't share your feelings with someone, either, what's the word? If you can't share your feelings with someone and they're providing an environment in which to do that, then you need to up your game, in my opinion. Be more mature. If you're going to get involved with any drama or anything, then you should be able to communicate openly. And if you avoid conflict of open communication, the conflict of open communication, I mean, what's any of us vegans going to do to each other? Really? Nothing. Why can't we just fucking talk one-on-one? Why not? I like to do that. I like to create space for that. And I don't like to hold grudges because it's wasted energy. I mean, people say shit about me all the time on the internet and freely, etc. We get fucking sued and fucking that Anthony guy fucking knocked me in the face this year, and that's going to court and stuff. So just I don't hold grudges. So we roll through life because you could be dead tomorrow. Could be dead tomorrow. So don't hold on to stuff too much, man. It's just the fucking internet, people. It's just the internet. Chill. Chill and get it fucking done. How to get faster at criterium and road race. Criterium basically comes down to how many fucking risks you're willing to take. Stay in the top 5, stay in the top 10. If you're willing to crash, you'll always do good in crits. If you're willing to crash, you'll be one of the best crit riders in your community. Because crit's all about crashing. You won't win any crits unless you're willing to crash. You got to be willing to every fucking corner, tilt that bike and feel that rubber just skimming the road, just on the fucking razor's edge. And if you're not willing to do that, every single corner, when the pace goes up, then get used to finishing in the back or middle pack. You have to be willing to crash to be a good road racer or a good crit rider at Div 1 or whatever. You have to be willing to put it on the motherfucking line, scrape off all the skin off your face, smash your fucking teeth out, break your legs, get a severe concussion. You have to be willing to be in a fucking coma from a head injury to be a good bicycle racer. Simple as that. And that's why I lost that drive and I became an okay, club bike racer because I was never willing to take the big risks on the big descents or the big corners or the big sprints. You either got it or you don't, and I don't have that anymore. I never really had it. I had it at the start maybe, and then I saw a few big crashes. I was like, whoa, this shit's pretty fucking dangerous. And I've known people to have permanent brain damage from crashing their bikes and races. So I lost the drive. I love racing bikes up hills with my mates. That's really good fun. Did a time trial this morning. We're doing a video at 1 o'clock with Maddie, so I've got 32 minutes left. Let's just bang it out till then. Do I like swimming? I can't swim more than 50 meters without getting some drowning happening. But Erwin gave me some swimming tips the other day, but I have to do some more before he goes. He's going pretty soon. Fuck, this is going so fast, this trip. Been here since May, and it's just boom. It's going so quick. Life goes quick, man. Is Casey Neistat vegan? Do things on the gas. He's not vegan. Casey Neistat would never go vegan. Ever. Why? Because he's too conditioned. He's too mainstream. He wants to be safe. He wants to be hip Casey. Casey would never go vegan. Ever. Maybe for a week. Oh, I couldn't do it because nah. Casey Neistat is just not the personality type that would go vegan. I'm not dissing him. He's just not that sort of person. He doesn't have that much. What's the word? Morals. He just doesn't give a fuck about stuff like that. He's more about McDonald's, KFC, money, advertising, endorsing the product, not just having AdSense, like actually endorsing McDonald's, endorsing KFC, endorsing Jack in the Box or whatever, like the meat version, not the vegan options. Like this is good food, eat it. Yeah, that's Casey. That's his trip. That's cool. Over-the-counter performance enhancing drugs, OTC, depends what country you're in. If you're in Australia or the US, it's the little asthma puffers they get given when you're 5 years old and you can't breathe at sports day. If you're a professional cyclist and you get caught with those asthma puffers and you don't have a TUE, a therapeutic use of exemption form, you risk a 2-year ban. You risk a 2-year ban as a pro cyclist or a registered UCI cyclist with a registered UCI license doing UCI events. If you have your little puffer and you use that and you do get asked to do a blood test or a drug test and they find salbutamol or Ventolin in your blood, you'll be given a 2-year ban. But that when you're 5 years old, you can take it at sports day. Isn't that crazy? So the first one would be the asthma medication, salbutamol, Ventolin. Next would probably be like the Panadol, the Tramadol, the ibuprofen, the Tylenol stuff. They're over-the-counter legal PEDs. And then you go from Ritalin and Adderall and caffeine and things like that. Cortisone, big performance enhancer. I don't recommend them though. TUE for weed. Any tips on 24-hour cycle touring? Lights, powerful lights, and have a rest if you do feel fatigued to rest your eyes. Even just close your eyes for 10 minutes aside the road. It doesn't matter if you don't sleep, just close your eyes. That's what I do on those big rides. Just find somewhere to sleep and just close your eyes. When I do those epic rides, I don't use stimulants because it's more of a mental challenge for me. It's easy to pop some fucking caffeine or some stims and stay up for 24 hours on your bike. It's not a challenge for me at all. The challenge is doing it with nothing and then dealing with the mental game. When it's 3 a.m., you're just like, you want to drip to sleep, but you're like, turn yourself on. Now I'm about to fall asleep. Thanks for you guys keeping me up. 24-hour live stream. A 24-hour live stream. Would you like to see a 24-hour live stream? Has anyone ever done that? That would be pretty fucking hectic. That'd be pretty hectic. 24-hour live stream. I'm open to that. I'm open to that. Did you see Sam get fined? What were your thoughts? Haha. I told Sam not to upload that part of the YouTube video where he was cutting traffic and stuff. And I gave Sam, I was yelling at Sam during that ride because I was concerned for a bit. We just didn't have open communication at the start of the ride. We were unsure. I was unsure what was going on. And Sam didn't communicate what was going on. So I just made assumptions mid-ride. But I didn't see Sam get fined. He did get fined $1,000. He'd apologised. He learned his lesson. We all learned our lessons. He didn't litter the bottle. He was going to pick the bottle up. It's a Camelback or something like that. We don't litter at the festival here. So it's all learning. But it did get 70,000 views. If we didn't have the drama, it would have got maybe 500 views. So it's all good. But I saw more cyclists up Saturday morning, yesterday, and today than ever before in Chiang Mai. There was so many Thai riders coming out. Because all over Thailand, Dorsey Tep got elevated status because of Sam's video on YouTube. So at the start, I was like, oh, I shouldn't have uploaded that. But in hindsight, now I'm glad he did. So, but it's learning as you go. Would you speak with a vegan cheater or that Joe got on live stream? I mean, why? Why? Like, I'd rather them just keep talking shit about us. I mean, I'm not that I wouldn't. I've just got better things to do with my time right now. So I would do that. But I got other people on my list of priorities right now. So yeah, I would do it. If I was bored as fuck and nothing else to do. But seriously, I'm more about giving my time to you guys versus the trolls. Seriously. I don't hate the trolls. I don't hate all these clowns. They're all good. They're just trying to earn some money. They're broke as fuck. I've been broke as fuck as well on welfare, so I know what it feels like. So I've got no ill feelings, honestly. No ill feelings. People say all this bullshit about me and Freely or fucking I've got HIV or my EPO dealer in Thailand or I'm associated with the Thai mafia or Figsy is a fucking guard dog for fucking Osama bin Laden or whatever. People can say all sorts of shit, but I don't hold it too grudgingly because we've got work to do. $1,000 not bad, it's pretty good. Do you think McGregor will be popped for doping soon since Jones and Lesnar has? I think Conor McGregor will be like, it depends how much, in my opinion, the USADA's getting paid off. Because at the end of the day, money fucking talks. And all these guys like Nowitzki and Tiger, everyone's got a price, in my opinion. And there's big money. And there's mafia. And there's all sorts of shit going down in the UFC. Because it's money, motherfuckers. So, in my opinion, money talks. Money talks. Why does it seem like you're always on a stimulant? Because you don't seem to want to go to bed. And I'm on a stimulant. It's called life. And if you hanged out with me, and if you rode with me for a 200k ride or a fucking 600k ride, you'd see what I'm on. You'd see what I'm on. And I've used a shit ton of stimulants in my life, all sorts. And I can tell you now, the most powerful stimulant is passion, desire. Because if you don't have that, I've seen people take all sorts of drugs. I've seen people fucking shoot up speed back in the 90s and be buzzing for a minute and then just sort of sit back and be like, and just sitting in a fucking chair clenching their jaw because they had nothing they're passionate about. You inject a gram of speed and you sit down in a fucking chair and clench your jaw. In Morphett Vale, 1994. You know, like that's the height of fucking no life purpose, that you would inject fucking speed and amphetamines and sit in a chair clenching your jaw. Fuck me. Fuck me. Passion, my friends, is the best stimulant. If you don't have passion, you can take all the fucking drugs in the world, nothing's going to happen for your life other than come downs. Can you please show us you're better at dancing than Sam? Sam gets it going with his little dancing shoes. He's like a Frank Sinatra on the dance floor. How to use EPO and don't get caught at bike races. Pretty easy. The half-life of EPO is like a couple of hours. So you just take maybe 100 units or 200 units. I'm not even going to go there. But to get caught with EPO, you'd have to either miss your fucking vein, and so it goes into your subcutaneous, or you just have to be a total fucking noob. Seriously. The main thing with EPO, though, is monitoring your hemoglobin. and having trust in that. And so I've never ever used it. I can get it here in Thailand. It's like literally 100 meters from where I live right now. There's a kidney clinic. I can get it. It's cheap as fuck. It's legit. It's from LG. Life's good. In an EPO, but I've never used it. I can get it. I know a bit about it, but I'd rather do it under good. Like if Tyler Hamilton and Lance Armstrong came to me today and said, "Let's go an EPO. Let's do a YouTube video," I'd be like, fucking straight up. I'd be like, tourniquet in my fucking arm. I'd be like, straight up. And I love to be able to, I love that I can be transparent like that. Don't bullshit, you guys. What did Figsy's meat taste like? Well, why did men fairly eat Figsy? We need protein, bro. Chinese carb wheels, are they legit? Most wheels are coming out of China these days anyway. Are they legit? If I was going to buy anything from China of no name, I probably wouldn't buy wheels because, I mean, the testing and stuff like that, anything can fail. Anything can fail. I've seen the top of the brand bikes fail, wheels, etc. But I would recommend that buy brand name when it comes to carbon wheels. If you don't want to buy a brand name, then there's a company called Nexty. I think it's called Nextie, and they make wheels for Bontrager, etc. And they're coming out of China or Taiwan, and they're getting some good reviews. Nexty. So if you want some Chinese wheels that have some more legitimacy, get Nexties. Ever ridden in Logan City, Queensland? Fucking Logan City. Logan City, mate. I rode through there like, when was I there last? I think it was November or something, man. It's like, fuck. Brisbane, mate. Redneck City. It's like Melbourne with sunshine. Adelaide, mate. Adelaide is where it's at. East suburbs of Adelaide. Is John Cena a fake natty? Again, if you have to ask the question, you know the answer. Planet X cheap carbon wheels safe. I don't know. Planet X has done their homework. Vegan shit is not even funny anymore, so boring. Yeah, I think what happens is you spike and then you sort of fizzle out. I would rather see vegan cheddar keep going than give up, because he definitely gives us some good social proof. And it's all about, I remember Freely and I watched a movies, I think it was called Social Proof, the Mark Zuckerberg story. Depends what country you're in. And social proof's important. You want people talking about you. And if people aren't talking about you, then, again, you're quickly forgotten. Why didn't you punch Sam the vegan when he came to the box? Because my reaction was like that. You see the video where they trolled me. They fucking trolled me really good. That was just my reaction like that. And obviously I could see it was his face in a half a second, so I'm not gonna punch fucking Sam. I'm not gonna punch anyone for trolling. What do you think of hybrid bikes? I think they're good. Hybrid bikes can be a good stepping stone. If I was going to get a hybrid bike, I'd recommend no suspension fork, because you don't need suspension on the road. You don't even need it on the gravel. You don't need suspension when you're doing like hardcore fucking rock gardens and stuff. So I would say the Trek FX series, no suspension fork. Man, I couldn't do 24 hours. I must have been some hard stimulants if I'm yawning. I'm going to prank you when I see you next. Watch the fuck out, kid. Boston Lloyd, full natty bra or fake natty? Boston Lloyd, he's pretty transparent when he's on the gas. If you want to translate your ebooks into Spanish, hit me up. You can email me at durianriders@gmail.com and we'll organise that. Thank you. It's 10:38 p.m. I'm here in California doing a beach run tomorrow, but here I am, haha. One late night's not going to kill you. I mean, I did my best time at Doyle's Tep the other day, 30 minutes, 7 seconds, got to bed at like 3 a.m. or something. One late night's not going to kill you. It's when you do cumulative late nights it'll add up with you. It'll add up with you. How do I get rid of the remainder of my acne? Depends what you're eating. If there's Colin was here recently, he's still here in Thailand, and he's asking about he had a bit of pimples on his face. He's like, how can I ease it up? And I said, run the finger up the upside of your nose. I learned some Lex recently. And you feel that grease, if there's any grease there, that's the oil you've been eating. And so if you want less spots on your face or whatever, then just cut the oil out. Obviously, we're all vegan here, so that's not an issue, but cut out the oil and watch your skin get even better. Again, acne is just cosmetic. It's not a health issue. But if you're worried about it, don't be. But if you want to get rid of it, oil. Get rid of it. Fruit Eddie, what do you think about Sam taking caffeine for the TT? When I did that video last year, I took caffeine, I took Ritalin, and I took nothing, and there was like a 1 or 2 watts different. You have to take a lot of Ritalin. I would say at least 60 milligrams, or at least 600 grams of 600 milligrams of caffeine for it to really be performance enhancing, in my opinion. If you take like a 1 to 10 milligram or a 100 milligram or whatever, it gives you a pump, not a pump, it gives you like a ping, but you're not getting a performance benefit. It's more just like, I feel buzzed. You can get that just from good music. If you want to get the performance advantage, then it's 600 milligrams of caffeine. And your fucking chest is like, just, you feel like you're going to have a heart attack. That's when you get performance benefits. I don't recommend that because it's fucking hard on your body. But if you want real performance benefits, that's what you got to take. You got to abuse your body with stimulants to get the best out of it. It's pretty crazy. That's how it is. So 100 milligrams or 200 milligrams doesn't do shit really. It'll make you feel like you're off your nut, but it won't make you go any faster. It'll just feel easier. And I've done those experiments. Actually, I've never done 600 milligrams of caffeine, but I've got friends that have smashed the fucking caffeine. Next day, they're just like, fucked. But when they're on it, mate, they're flying. So a Red Bull, we're talking like 6 Red Bulls or fucking 10 Red Bulls in an hour. That level of fucking caffeine, like 600, 1,000 milligrams of caffeine, like really going for it. That'll give you performance benefit. But you'll probably feel like suicide the next day. Overt fats contribute to acne, definitely. Do people dope in Cat 1? Yeah, for sure, bro. I know there's a guy in Adelaide who got caught for testosterone prednisone in C grade, Cat 3, racing for $20. He's a doctor. I've known him for like a long time through cycling. Approachable guy, transparent about it. So yeah, for sure, bro. Just people want to ride bikes faster, run faster, swim faster. People take stuff. That's just human nature, man. Excuse me. Can someone give me some stimulants? I'm falling asleep here. Give me some drugs. If I wasn't with you guys right now, I'd be laying in my bed sleeping. The passion to help you guys help yourself is keeping me awake. You can eventually see I'd probably fall asleep once my body started to kick in the fatigue more. Would I do a DEXA scan? DEXA scan doesn't mean shit. I've done videos about it. Type in DEXA scan, Durianrider, body fat myth. I could do a DEXA scan right now, and I could go and drink a gallon of water in the next hour, do a DEXA scan, but no one's going to be totally different. DEXA scan isn't accurate. There's no accurate way to measure body fat percentage. There's not. People go, no, there's not. Because as soon as you drink a fucking liter or a quart or a couple of quarts of water, that figure changes within like a few minutes. It's not accurate. You're either lean or you're not. Simple as that. And again, it depends on the person's goal. What does all this percentage of fat and stuff? It's all just bullshit. And I use those numbers as well to distract people, but it means nothing. You either look lean and fit, or you look like you could be leaner and fitter. Or maybe you're fucking underweight, anorexic, and need to gain some weight. One of 3 things. You either look lean and fit, you either look sickly, like you're fucked, you come out of prison camp, you need to gain weight, or 3, you could improve. Simple as that. So someone like myself, lean enough. Get leaner, not a good thing. Freely, same, lean enough. Get leaner, not a good thing. Someone like Joe Best, good guy, he could lean the fuck out massively. Someone like, pick anyone who's underweight on the internet, they need to gain weight. One of 3 things. Thanks for replying the giant defined disc. What did you mean with hydrate? I meant hydraulic disc brakes. Instead of using a cable, they use an oil. Hydraulic disc brakes, the most powerful you can get on the road bike. Hydraulic disc brakes. Tips in gaining weight. More fat, more protein, no cycling, no hills. Go to bed late, get up late. Sumo wrestler style. If you want to gain weight, go to bed late as much as you can. Look at Fully Well Christina. She's eating so clean and she gained a lot of weight eating fruits and vegetables. and a bit of nuts here and there. You know what I mean? Because she goes to bed like 3, 8, just late all the time. So go to bed late if you want to gain weight. Easy. Will it take 4 years to lose 40 pounds? Depends, bros. Depends. I could strip 40 pounds off you. Let's assume that you're 70 kilos and you're the same height as Freely, 167. You're 70 kilos, you want to get down to 50 kilos. I could take that 40 pounds off you, 20 kilos off you in a year. 100% and keep it off easily, effortlessly. Most people wouldn't be willing to do what I would do to you. That would be just bicycle riding and clean eating. But it would work. And B12 shots. Assuming you're not any antipsychotic medications, etc., which make people gain weight. Antidepressants, etc. And a lot of antidepressants, etc., can make people just gain weight. I'm going to bed now, I'm scared. Don't worry, Figs is always watching. Figs will watch over you when you're sleeping tonight. Shots fired fully for Christina. We don't hate Christina. I've known her since 2006. I knew her before she was anyone. I helped her get on YouTube. I helped her with her first YouTube videos. Hundreds of emails with her. A lot of conversations one-on-one in private. But again, money and fame can make people a little bit crazy. So that's why I always tell people I'm helping now, these girls and guys who have a lot of potential, I always remind them, like, stay humble, stay grounded, stay focused. Don't become one of these fucking airheads. Or just why? You know, stay humble, stay grounded, be community focused. Don't be a shit cunt. Just be chill. Be chill. I have a Walmart. Can I win the tour with it? You can win the tour of the Walmart car park. Definitely. Any bike's better than no bike. Any bike is better than no bike. How to get off the bongs? Just fucking do it, man. Just get off the bongs. Get off. Just how to get off. It's easier to give something up than to do something. You're no longer picking it up. It's like my Garmin here. Like, how do I stop picking my Garmin up? Just don't even fucking touch it. Don't even fucking touch the bong, the vape, the pipe, the cone, whatever. The spliff, the joint, the rollie. Don't even fucking touch it, man. You don't touch it. You just don't fucking touch it. If it contains THC, you don't even fucking touch it. If it's a utensil used for inhaling THC or marijuana, whatever, you don't even touch it. You just don't fucking do it, man. You just don't do it. Eating too little can make you fat. It will slow metabolism down. Give you adaptive thermogenesis. That's why all those fitness models on clenbuterol, etc., starve down, take all these stimulants and that so they can eat less, smoke cigarettes, whatever. So they can starve down, get lean, get ripped, get shredded for the bikini shot. Do you see them a day later? See them a week later? Look at them on YouTube. Nikki Blackwood, all these people just popping out. So hang on, you fucking take drugs, gear, plus you're still a bit chunky, chubby, like what? And it doesn't make them bad people. But I look at someone like Freely. Bit of exercise, cruising along, carbon up, not having to restrict, no drugs, slim. Don't calorie restrict. Don't calorie restrict. After a cycle of testosterone, does the body go back to normal? Depends, man. Depends on how much you took, what you took, how long you took it for, what lifestyle you lived on there, what your stress levels like, how you manage your stress, what your diet was like, what the macros were. Did you use stimulants? Are you on any other meds? How old are you? What's your prior health history, prior eating history? A lot of factors there. Do you have a girlfriend? Are you gay? Like, a lot of factors, man. A lot of factors. That's why when kids just start taking drugs, that I don't understand what else is around, what's involved, then that's where they can fuck up. You know? Like when I did drugs, I didn't think about anything other than this is cool. This is probably going to feel good. Oh, this feels pretty good. And you don't think about anything else. You're just in this little bubble. And that can be really dangerous, man. Sato, all these fucking questions. That's hilarious. Advice for having appetite about THC. Yeah, it's called exercise, bro. It's called doing weights. It's called riding your bike. Get out there and move your body. Get out and live with passion. You have an appetite, man. Do a video. Oh, hang on. How to overcome cooked food cravings if you want to go fully raw. You just do it. If you eat enough fruit, you won't want to touch any rice or anything. If you eat enough fruit, you won't want any potatoes. If you eat enough sweet fruit calories, you won't want anything else other than vegetables. And if you want rice, if you want fucking nuts, you haven't enough sweet fruit. So if that is your goal, that's good. But if you want anything else other than vegetables, then you're simply not eating enough sweet fruit. So eat the bananas, eat the dates, eat the mangoes. But it can be tough because to get ripe fruit is a fucking challenge, even here in Chiang Mai, Thailand. I mean, if you spend a lot of hours and hours every day, you can make it happen. But me and Fred could go and buy fucking a zillion mangoes, and they might be just a shit batch. And we might have 100 mangoes on the floor ripening up, and they're just all really low sugar. So you get fuck all calories. Or they could be off the chart mangoes. So it's the gamble. At least with rice, when I get my little 7-Eleven meal, recyclable plastic, by the way, then you're guaranteed calorie certainty because rice is always ripe when they harvest it. So fruit's good, but it can be an issue. Durianrider, is it true you snack on the old Big Mac? The last time I had a Big Mac was actually called a Big Mac. It was at what's his name? Matt Amsden's, I think it was Raw Evolution, back in 2007. I was in LA, and I had it's called a Big Mac, it's like a raw food burger. Last time I actually had a McDonald's Death Burger, Big Mac would have been, I think May 1998. Would have been May 1998. I was a bicycle courier, got all these vouchers for Macca's, and I was eating like 40 burgers in a week or something gross. And that's the last time I ever had McDonald's food ever again. May 1998. Thanks, Harley, for being a great role model. You're a legend. Thank you, Fred. All I'm doing, man, is just giving the advice I would have liked to have learned when I was first in the cycling journey or the vegan journey or whatever, the simple life journey. That's all I'm doing. Is I'm just being the person that I would have wanted back in the day. Let's say you go through a fucking jungle and you're trying to get to the top of the mountain, and you spend fucking years in the jungle, and you get lost and you trip over shit, you get bitten, you get fucking hungry, angry, cranky, hangry, you get sick, you get malaria, and you go in this forest, and then one day you fucking reach the summit, and you're like, fuck. And you look down, and you realize there's fucking all these people trying to go where you're trying to go, and there's people over there falling off the cliff, and another one's getting attacked by the hippopotamus, and you're like, fuck, no, go this way, go this way. So I'm just basically standing there just saying, no, this way, this way, this way. I'm just being that person that I would have wanted, you know. I could have kept walking over the top of the mountain and just fuck all you guys, but what's the point of that? I'd rather have more people up in my reality, in the reality of simple life, vegan lifestyle, etc., versus just be doing it by myself. It's no fun playing basketball by yourself, is it? You know, I would prefer to smash mountain time trials with my mates than solo. I mean, I don't mind being independent and individual and alone, but it's, you know, happiness is best shared. It's best shared, in my opinion. Learn the skills, pay it forward, share it. Why B12 injections and not pills? B12 injections just work, man. It's just straight into the body. Pills might work. Sprays might work. Injections, 100% work. I'm a 100% sort of guy. I want, you know, like I want this live stream to be working. I can see the green bar. It says live stream health is good. I'm not going to turn the screen off and go, well, maybe this is working. I want to know I'm communicating with you and the screen's going. I want to know when I put B12 on my body, it's going in. Sprays, pills may work. Shots definitely work. I've got a couple of minutes left, and I'll go meet Maddie and Kyle at Rooftop for a video. I mean, if we're going to Miami, Florida, I doubt it. It's too flat, man. We need hills. If we get to Miami, she'd be like, where's the hills? She wouldn't even leave the airport. Comfy saddles, bro, it depends on the person. Depends on the person. I like saddle with a groove in the middle. Excuse me. I want a saddle with a groove in the middle. And cocaine's wearing off. I've known cocaine since 1995. 22 years. Time goes fast, man. 21 years goes quick. Don't fuck around in life, man. It goes fast, man. It goes real fast. And people will come and go through your life. People will die. People will leave. You'll make friends, lose friends, whatever. End of the day, just keep doing what you got to do, man. Because life goes on. Life goes on, man. The planet's going to spin tomorrow, regardless if you wake up or not. So don't take things too personally, you know? Don't take things too personally on the internet, or just do what needs to be fucking done, man. If it needs to be done, it's going to make the world a better place. Spend more time doing that than worrying about what people think about you when you do what needs to be done to make the world a better place. Does that make sense? Spend more time focusing, worrying, doing about things that make the world a better place, actions that make the world a better place, than worrying, stressing, or regarding people's opinions of you when you are making the world a better place. Okay? Focus on being in the stadium versus the spectators looking into the stadium, critiquing you. Oh, it's not good enough. You're in the stadium. Or you can be on the fucking bleachers, the benches. Your choice. The people in the bleachers, the benches, if they give a good advice, you might give, oh, yeah, thanks, yep. Otherwise, just don't worry about it too much, man. All right, I'm going to wrap this live stream up. I want to appreciate everyone for being on here today. Let's do more of these. If you want to see more of these, give us the videos a thumbs up. And I think it's a pretty cool format. Sorry about the glitches before. Get it fucking done. Carve the fuck up. And get it done. Get it fucking done. And have a lot of fun. Peace.